Today I'm taking you through one of my favorite hair rituals, a nourishing hot oil treatment on my natural type 4 hair. This routine is all about moisture, strength, and giving your curls the love they deserve. I started by spraying my hair with hibiscus water. Now, hibiscus is a game changer for natural hair. It's packed with vitamins that help promote hair growth, reduce shedding, and even strengthen our hair shaft. I made sure to dampen my strand thoroughly and not soaking wet, just enough to waken the hair and prep it for the oils. As I sprayed, I massaged it in and gently squeezed the water in, helping it to really penetrate each strand. I also took this moment to finger detangle my hair. Finger detangling is much gentler than combing. It reduces breakage and helps you feel through any knots or shed hair without putting too much stress on your strands. You can take your time to dampen your hair and make sure that it is not completely wet, and squeeze it in, making sure that you're lightly finger detangling. You don't have to be aggressive when you're doing this process so that it prepares your hair for the oils. Now on to the star of this treatment. Extra virgin olive oil is what I'm going to be using, and coconut oil. I didn't mix them on the camera, but I combined them in an applicator bottle and placed the bottle in a cup of warm water to gently heat them. This is what makes it a hot oil treatment, and trust me, our type 4 hair loves heat. Warming the oils helps them absorb better into the scalp and hair shaft, making the treatment more effective. So let me tell you about why I choose these oils. Olive oil is incredibly moisturizing. It helps soften the hair, adds shine, and penetrates the hair shaft to reduce breakage. Coconut oil is rich in fatty acids that nourish and strengthen the hair. Plus, it has the antibacterial properties that help keep the scalp healthy. And together, these are a powerful duo. They are both sealing in moisture and promoting hair health from root to tip. The scalp is where it all begins. If your scalp is dry and inflamed, it can slow down growth and cause itchiness or flaking. So I massage the oil in gently using the pads on my fingers to stimulate blood flow. This helps promote healthy hair growth and relaxes tension, especially if you had a protective style in for a while. Then I move on to applying the oil to the rest of my hair, working in section, as you can tell in this video. This part is very key in this process. Sectioning makes the process more manageable and ensures that every single strand is coated with love. Working in section also prevents tangling, and it allows me to be more intentional with how I handle my hair. Hot oil treatment, guys, are one of the best things you can do for your type 4 hair. Our hair tends to be more dry because of the shapes of our curls. It's harder for our natural oils to travel down the shaft. That's where the hot oil treatments comes in, and that's why I love to use them on my hair. They restore moisture and reduce frizz on our natural hair. They add shine, and they also help protect against damage from manipulation or harsh weather. And when you're using oils that actually penetrate the strands like olive oil and coconut oil, you're not just coating your hair, you're actually feeding it from the inside out. If you do this more often, or if you do it over time, you will see that it leads to stronger, more resilient strands in retaining their length, and they feel much softer and healthier overall. Hot oil treatment is a treatment, so when you're doing this, you have to take your time. You don't have to rush any step when you're doing this treatment. Taking your time in this process is about more than just hair, it's about self-care. Give each section more attention, and make sure that you're massaging with so much intentionality, because this is also the time to give your scalp a little bit more love, especially when you're applying this warm hot oil on your scalp. Sometimes when you're doing this hot oil treatment, you want to take your time and slow down and make sure that you're coating your hair with oils. If you are doing this, you're definitely going to see a difference with your hair. It's something that I have done since I have been natural. The key to hot oil treatment is about the health of your hair, the health of your strands, the health of your ends, and most importantly, the health of your scalp. So if you're doing this hot oil treatment, you want to give yourself some time to really work in the oils and make sure that you have coated each strand and given it a little bit of more love. I would suggest not using any combs when you're doing this hot oil treatment, but just using your fingers. And why? Because it's not going to bring any tension to your scalp. You're not going to be tugging through your hair. You're not going to be aggressive towards your hair. You're just going to be gentle and detangle as much as you can. You don't necessarily have to remove all the knots on your hair, but you can detangle, taking your time and making sure that you have coated your whole strands with oil. And when you're done applying the oils all throughout your hair, you're going to put on your heating cup. If you have a heating cup, a plastic cup like the one I have in this video, and I'm going to leave it on for about an hour. But you can do 30 minutes if you want, but because I really want the oils to penetrate through my hair, I'm gonna give it more time, and I'm gonna let it sit in this plastic cup, and then I will wash it out, follow that with a shampoo and a deep conditioner, and finish up my wash day. So that's my full hot oil treatment process for my type 4 hair, from hydration with hibiscus water to sealing it all in with these warm oils. This routine always leaves my hair feeling soft, nourished, and loved. And if your strands have been feeling dry or stressed, give this a try. If you have been having a lot of thinning hair, you could give a hot oil treatment a try. And let me know how it works for you in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe for more natural hair tips. See you in the next one.